Hey, it's James from Finney Electrical. On today's video we're installing the 16 amp socket into this cricket grounds. Let's get into this. There we go, so we're down at a cricket club then. I won't say where. Someone's supposed to be meeting me down here, but no one's here. So I might get a little cheeky breakfast. Yeah, look at this. It's alright, that. So we've got a big event coming up over the weekend. So we've got like a DJ booth and food and like a little festival at this cricket club. But yeah, so they want a socket installed. And no one's here to let me in to even install it, so let's see how that goes. For too long, it might not get done. Yeah, we're getting the breakfast, aren't we? Right, it's only 2 minutes away, so this place I'm at, typed in breakfast and it's like bistro, cafe, like 50 delis. It's a bit nuts really, so I'm a bit overwhelmed by choice and I don't want to pay £10 for a breakfast, so yeah, it's a very nice area of the world. I just want a little greasy spoon. Alright, not expecting this. Got some chips, like hand cooked chips, skin on chips, skin on fries. Quite nice actually. Very hot though. I'm gonna leave it 5 minutes, I think. Oh, we're back. Okay, let's give them a try then. It's beef, nacho. So it's called Zest, this place. Look like a bit of a dive, but that is gorgeous. Oh wow. The chips are really nice as well. Oh yeah. Chili beef and nachos. Oh, that's banging. There we go, that's my ride. That's me, the guy that's let me in. So, what we're gonna do then, we're gonna this hole. It's like a little fuse board then, so we're gonna get a breaker in there. They're all MCBs, so it needs to be an RCBO to provide RCD protection to that circuit. What we're going to do is get a cable from there all the way to about here. I'm hoping we kind of drill up and get in above there without seeing it on this side. I've got a bit of trunking, worst case, but I've just had bombed my head up here and I have to get my phone torch for this one. But yeah, you can basically walk across, which should be good. There we go. So the fuse board's down there and it's just all open, so we should just be able to basically walk right to the end, which is amazing. So that should save us a lot of time instead of lifting out these ceiling tiles and trying to get it run where it needs to run. There we go. So I haven't got a cable really because they're bulky as anything. So what we're going to do then, we're going to estimate the meterage, reel some off, and then we should be good. So let's just allow 2 for there, 3, 4, and then it'll be kind of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's about 15, 16 metres if we reel off. Should be enough. So as we know then, a meter is like from here to there, so it's 16 of those, and then obviously it's going to lay on the floor and get up to there, so we'll probably do about 20 metres rolled off, and that should be enough. Right then, so the fun bit's going to be me getting up there and getting back down, but these ladders do, if you do this, turn into tall ladders. I need 2 hands for this, don't I? There we go. Easy. So if we get that on there, we can get up and down. Fine. Without getting stuck up there. Up we go. Got my little head torch. Mainly for you guys so you can see. We're up. That'll do. Again, it's not great on the GoPro, is it? Let's have a look. See if we can get you brighter. There we go. And it's got a twiddly knob, I think. There we go, look at that. Right then, let's get him in then. So we'll clip this bit later and get him into the fuse board. However, we've got to go right down there. Right, there's that many pipes in the way. If I just go over, it'd be a lot easier to run it under. And then clip it up after. So we can literally just clip along here, which would be ideal. So just run it loose under here for now. And once it's in and to length, we can get it clipped. So you're basically looking for anything that it's not going to be able to lay in afterwards. So we just do this then under those pipes. Just making sure these are pretty sturdy before we stand on them. Don't want to be going through the suspended ceiling today. That'd be no fun. That gets us this far. I think if we just go under here and then just clip to the underside of this, that's going to be perfect. So we've got to estimate that. So what do we need? It's about 10 metres. So we just pull some out here, get them sent down there into that corner, and we'll try and get them down to where that socket's going. Whoa, that was hard work. Yeah, I was going to make sure we get it outside first, and then we can clip it back once it's to length. Right then, so we should be on the corner of here now. We should be about here. It's fine. Jump up here. So the socket must have got about here. So let me, we should see some cables. There we go, the cable's through. So obviously that'll just come down the cavity into the socket, so we shouldn't have to drill here because there's quite a big cavity between the two. So I'm hoping we can drill up at an angle and we'll make it. So I'm gonna go outside, get that fitted, drill through the back of the actual socket, and hopefully we can just land it into that void nicely. There we go, so 20 metres are perfect. So pulling it through, it's landed perfect. It's all uncoiled all the way up through to the end. So we're just gonna coil a bit more now. Make sure it's gonna come across and then along and down to the board. So we'll get that chopped then, and then I'm gonna use the end of this. So I'm gonna drill through the socket on the outside, put the cable through, and so it'll dangle into the change rooms, tie on, and then pull it down the wall. Which makes it a bit easier. I'm trying to fish into a hole I can't see. Alright then, so it's gonna sit here then, in line with all this stuff. I kinda wanna fasten that on there, and then come across that pole, down to the marquee. So if we go in line with that, good with that. There we go. If we go something like that, then centre it box, just drill up at an angle. So put that up the cavity then. I should be able to see it land. Hopefully it goes up over the second wall and then lands in the ceiling tile area. That's what we're hoping for. Oh yeah, that's this cable there. Quite happy with that. Oh, pushed quite a bit through. I'm glad I did. Should have supposed to tie onto that with our cable. And we're good. Go on then, let's have another lesson with Finney Electrical then. So what we're going to do is use a cable, but the actual conductor's inside then. So we're just going to do that, chop one side, earth out of the way, chop the other, and when you pull, you should be left with just the earth. There we go. So we're going to use this core to help strengthen as a connection. So that's one end. We'll do the same to the other end. Make sure your cable's super flat, otherwise it's not going to work. Make sure there's no kinks in it, because you can't pull through a knot in a cable through a 20mm hole. But same again, roughly the same size, because obviously it'll half once we bend it over. So you just chop one side, chop the other, and then pull, and that gives you earth inside. There we go. So just going to bend that over then, little loop. Make sure this cable is not going under like a ceiling tile. So they all go through the same hole, so when I pull on this cable, it'll pull on this and look, it doesn't get snagged. So make two loops like that then, like so, and then you just wrap around one way, like that, wrap around the other way. You kind of want to Probably better with some grips than snips, because I'm weakening the copper there, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Wrap around the other way, and that should be super tight. And then you want to get rid of these little spiky bits hanging off. So just cut it so it lands in the cable like that. That's landed in the cable anyway. And then you tape over it. Now when you're taping, then you want to do a half tape, so you kind of want to go halfway over the piece of tape you've just wrapped. Don't just wrap around it, because that's where the strength comes from. If you want it stronger, you might wrap around a quarter. So we could do it actually. So wrap around a quarter, just so those don't come undone, and you want to keep your tension on all the way around, because if not, it's just a loose tape job, isn't it? So I should just have to pull this now. I know there's only one of me today. Pull up and pull through. So I'm hoping we see this blue thing out there. So if we pull with enough force and speed, it should just come through. So there we go. Look at that. Easy. Right, so we'll get this fixed next then. So rear entry, guns round, screw it back, get it wired up. So I better crack on because I need to get to this team meeting at 1 o'clock. So we've got some pizzas, Brian's doing some pizzas, loads of toppings. We've got a team meeting going through different training about different things. So yeah, it should be good, but I've got to get a move on. Quickly then, so wind up the socket. We've got just basically this rotary isolator, disconnects live to live, neutral to neutral. And it won't actually spin and turn on unless something's plugged in. So there's no way of these outputs becoming live, so you can get your fingers in and get a shock. So the socket has to be in, covering the live terminals if they did come live. So there we go, a rotary socket, this is what it is. So let's get this screwed back. There we go, socket's looking great. Just a bit of a hoover now. Oh, it's like 33 degrees. Cannot wait for a pizza. There we go. Nice little chiller then. Look at this, Brian's got the biscuits in. We'll have to see these pizzas get cooked. We've got Chef Brian stoking the oven. And our little poodle. Little wrapper. Oh, look at this, look at concentration face in there. So what temperature do you have to be then, Brian?
Around about 700 mark.
700, what degrees C?
Yeah, I'll see what it is.
Or is it Fahrenheit?
So at the moment...
Oh, what's on me? Oh wow, that's degrees C, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look at that, it's not bad, isn't it? I'm quite surprised at that, 700 degrees in there. Oh, look at the cheesy goodness. What to see if it's just a big blob in the middle.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this action.
Watch one.
Brian made with love.
Yeah, Jonah's not allowed in.
How long was that for?
About what? 5 minutes? 10 minutes?
Look at that.
Not perfect cuts like, but just they might be a bit soggy in the middle, so they might need to be a bit longer in. But first one's always a tester.
Look at that, babe.
Try one.
Well, then, I'll have little pepper.
Don't feed dog.
Little pepper pig.
Don't feed the dog. No, don't feed the
dog.
That's why you wanted to get made for them.
What?
Oh.
Yes.
That's nice, bro.
Doughy, but
Not bad. Marks out of 10.
needs a bit longer on the base.
What give me that? Like an 8.
Well, look, I think it'd be a good solid 8.
Solid 8, everyone. Look at that, bro.
It's hot though, that.
It is really hot. There we go, this one's pepperoni. Very nice, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bit of a more basic one.
These are not even that small. What do you mean? They're just bang average shorts.
Take off your bird, yeah.
Are them like, where it says like juicy on the back? Is it one of them?
Wow, that is disgusting.
He makes every video.
Jonah does make every video.
Small one there for you, Jonah.
What's this? Is that chicken?
Chicken, peri chicken.
Oh. Burning. I had to get himself a pizza oven.
You think that would increase the value of your house? What?
Got a pizza oven, yeah. Thousands.
Yes, it's better than 100k that now.
I'd pay more money to live in a house, not a pizza oven.
What do you reckon, Jonah?
No, but if you were to buy this house, Jonah, how much value would it add?
Like, I paid about 250 quid because I had to buy out Breeze box and fire cement. Everything else was given.
500 quid I'd pay extra. That's a sick little lad.
Bargain, that, isn't it?
On a house price. There you go, if you're selling a house you get an extra 500 with Jonah. What you got planned then, Jonah, after this?
My phone. I'm off to see my grandma.
You see his grandma. I thought you were going on holiday, this is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I'm off to London.
There we go, right, so he's off to London.
Yep. And then I'm sleeping over.
In London, yeah.
Yep. Then I'm off. Got a plane at 10. It takes an hour and 40 to get there.
To do what?
To go on holiday. I'm off to Milan.
Milan, look at this. Very posh, isn't he, lads?
You lied. I thought you were off to Florence.
So the airport's in Milan.
Oh.
Then it's a 3-hour drive to Florence.
To Florence.
Yeah.
What are you off?
Ellis is off to Pontins.
Yeah.
Matt's off to Butlins. Jonah's off to Milan. He's off too much money, isn't he, lads?
No.
What's this got, Brian?
What's he got? Oh, he's gone. Jalapenos, hot and mild, pepperoni, chorizo, cheese, chicken, peri peri chicken,
Very nice.
barbecue sauce, and your hot sauce.
So here, it's not Chicago town, it's Morley town, isn't it?
Morley town.
Morley
I'll
town.
go off dodgy bit inside.
Hey, absolute full now. So we've had lots of pizza. It is 28 degrees, absolute roasting. So what we're doing now then, we're basically going through like van checks. So we're making sure we've got good stock, making sure the oil levels are like topped up, making sure there's no like dents in the van and stuff like that. That's all recorded if anything's happened. So I'm just pulling closer to the lads so they can check mine. So we basically check each other's essentially, just make sure everything's as is, and then we've just basically just rang up Napit then, because one of the lads wants to know, can we feed a like EV board? So if the EV board's only got like a B40 on, then technically the maximum that can ever run through that or through the tails is 40 amps. So technically that cable doesn't have to be 6mm, does it? So we just rang up Napit Technical and had a look at that. So yeah, quite interesting really. So they said basically use the page where it's like T equals K squared times, what was it? I'll have to get the page. But basically there's like an equation which tells you the amount of time it'll take before it sets on fire essentially, or burns. And depending if it's an 80 amp fuse on your cutouts, you have to go to the tables at the back. So depending if it's 80 or 100 amp, that it'll give you more time of burning if you wanna. But we worked it out, so 6mm it was like something like 466, and for the amount of time for that short circuit it was a lot less. So as long as the table's at the back, the number that you work it out to be is lower than that, depending on what cross-sectional area you put it in. Yeah, so we plugged in 6mm and it lands way under, so you can use a 6mm if it's on a B40. So you can just bang some 6mm tails into your like single pole 100 amp connector blocks and you're good to go. So it's a lot easier to work in the board, so we might do that. Obviously it's cheaper, but we're only using like a meter anyway, so that doesn't matter. But yeah, interesting. The lads brought it up, we did a bit of investigation. So we'd normally just bang some 25mm tails in there, but you don't need to. There you go, know your X. So these are just making sure the vans are tidy. They're going to be inspecting each other's vans. I can't be getting inspected when I've got like old pop bottles over the past 2 days just slung up floor, so I'll have to give it a little tidy. There we go. If anyone wants a little cable reel, let us know, we'll get loads of them. There you go, Raph.
Got plastic in the metal.
Rafa wants some.
Raph, come on. What's up?
Have you got loads of these, have you?
No, I've got plastic in the metal now.
Right, I'll nick this one and we'll order some more next one.
Yeah.
So Ellis has given me the biggest, this is the biggest loop I've ever seen. It's like a full, it's massive. You normally do like a little meter loop, that's like a 3 meter loop. Absolute massive. That's better, so we've got a 2 meter loop there. Not like like a 3-4 meter loop, that one. That's loads better to work with. So that'll just come in for any like fast amps EV where you don't need the EV Ultra. It's basically just plug and play, just give it a come off an RCBO, double pole RCBO like you saw in the last video, and that's it. You feed it, you don't need to mess about the CTs, and that is job done. But look, a nice tidy van. So we've got a bit of off cut there, bit of cable, nothing around it. So obviously all bits going on the night. So yeah, if someone breaks into my van, what they're going to get? a bit of cable. Good luck with that. It's like a child when they get in driver's seat and they want to peep on.
That never stays, that is.
I just can't wait to drive a van.
I don't want this
Are you
one.
rooting through?
I want to have a spin round in Brian's estate.
No, you can't speed. You haven't passed your test journey yet.
So I can drive though.
I know you can drive. Who's going to pass first then, between you two?
Me?
No.
Who's got it booked first?
Me?
Him.
Oh, you think you'll pass first time then?
Hopefully.
Pressure, you got even more
You
pressure.
know what, I've never wanted someone to fail more in my life. As bad as it sounds.
You got a bet on?
No, I just can't. It's just dignity, innit?
It's just dignity. You mean...
Realistically, you're not going to get a van before me.
Oh no, but I can still drive though. It's just better. 2 weeks I've been able to drive and want the venue.
Right, Isle's good on mine. Go on, give me another little fill up. Oh, can you hear it getting more full? Look at that.
There we go.
Control this time, that'll do you. Flipping hell, look at Brian's. You can get a dead body in here, can't you? Engine's just hidden.
That battery.
Is this where you keep? Is where you carry another passenger in here?
Yeah. Do you want to go?
See what these are up to. Is he wetting you?
Yeah.
He's on a water fight.
No, I'm soaked.
He soaked himself.
You got me more than you got you.
There we go, that's the van checks over there. So we've enjoyed the pizzas, we've enjoyed a few beverages, we'll call them. You enjoyed it, Brian?
Yeah, it's been good.
Not too bad, thank you for cooking, Master Chef.
No, that's fine.
He's even got a super dry top on.
Yeah.
And he's got pizza marks on it. That's commitment for you. He's dirtied his super dry top for his enjoyment. Right, I'm back up at York then. So these guys disconnected some lights earlier for a plastering company. I'm going to connect it. Jonah disconnected it apparently. He's taking all glory. All glory for that one, but yeah, I've got to connect it back up. So I've got to head off back to York, but these guys are going to just practice some RJ45 connections because we're a bit rusty with it because we hardly don't do it. So, right then, let's get your boots on. Look at this, come home to happy 3000. There we go, Pro's doing some weird stabilisation thing going on. Look at this, happy 3000 subs. That'll do us. We did it. 3000. And we got some merch dropping. Stay tuned. There we go. So if you like this kind of content, hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the little bell notification so you know when we next upload. As always, I've gone from me and we'll see you on the next one. Hey hey.